we hope that today, if you're a first timer to come into this preview here, give us a chance, give the speaker a chance to present what they have to present, because what we are presenting here might be an option for you during this pandemic time. It might not be a university as big as Stanford. Why I say that? Because sometimes when I myself invite my friends or associates to this preview here, they say, oh, come on, Rehmiee, network marketing, get a job. Seriously, we have a job. We have a profession. We have our businesses. But we see this as something that conventional business, I would say, is another level of business whereby conventional business can't achieve in many, many ways. Why I say that? We have our job, we have our profession. The speaker, the first speaker here for tonight, this person was called to bar in 1998 with extensive experience in criminal and civil litigations, was once a corporate lawyer and legal advisor involving international trades, financing in countries like Singapore and Dubai. So as he said, due to some personal reason, Rehmiee, now I'm back here in Malaysia. For what? To rekindle back his passion for teaching. His passion for teaching. That's why today he's one of the most sought after law lecturer after being awarded a student hero by one of the UK top universities. But of course, with the seed of entrepreneurship inside him, always as usual, he wants to be an entrepreneur deep down inside your heart. And after exploiting lots of continents, he discovered that Atomy is still one of the most fertile soil for him to plant his entrepreneurship endeavor. So let us welcome the first speaker for tonight, our distinguished Mr. Andrew S. Clich. Welcome, Andrew.
Thank you very much, Rehmiee, for those extremely kind words. Yeah, you're always amazing. Yeah, you're so full of energy. So I hope that I'm going to just continue this energy until we hand it over to the next speaker. Now, as what Rehmiee said, that I have been literally in many places around the world using the law degree to get into business, right? And one of the things that I want to share with you all is it's not easy to actually start a business, maybe even here in Malaysia, but especially overseas, especially if you're a foreigner overseas. Now, this aspect is taken care of by Atomy. I'll come to that shortly. So that's number one. Number two is just like what Rehmiee said, to keep an open heart and an open mind. I would actually reiterate that because that actually happened to me. So it's a personal experience, and can you all hear me? It's a personal experience, which was in 2015. That means the year before Atomy came into Malaysia officially. A friend had actually spoken to me about Atomy, right? And because I have actually since in fact my college days, I've been involved in some form of network marketing and so on and so forth, and some very successful. But there's always this negativity. So after many years, I was like, by 2015, I was tired, because there's too much money gone out, too many friends lost, too many wedding invitations missing, So you decide not to go in. So because of the old paradigm, my heart wasn't open and I rejected Atomy, right? It was only in late 2019 and early this year that actually someone sat with me and explained to me the full, business of Atomy. And that's when I realized, oh my God, what have I done? The last 3 years, I just wasted it. So anyway, I don't want you guys to have that kind of regret. That time has passed and then you didn't take action on this wonderful opportunity, right? So anyway, so let me just share my slide and then we proceed from there, right? Now, one of these five, or all of these five may help you, and it has definitely helped me. So I'm hoping that this will also benefit you, right? Okay. Now, firstly, this company has been around for, now 11 years, right? So it's not a yesterday, day before company. Yeah, so it's been around for almost more than a decade. And later you find out that it's actually in many countries. So it's international business, right? So I'm going to quickly go through the 5 benefits, and then I will explain each in turn. Now, at Atomy, you can either be a smart consumer or an online mall entrepreneur. So this is an option given to you. Now, in most network marketing businesses, they insist that you join first as a business partner, buy the kit or buy one of those packages, and then start consuming the company's products. Here, we do not force people to become business partners straight away. There is no such concept in Atomy. What you do is that because we are an online mall, we want you to be a smart consumer, right? But of course, the option is always there for you to be an online mall entrepreneur. So, like for myself, I first started as a consumer first because my trust wasn't built in the company yet, right? So in 2019, I was introduced. I liked the concept, but I still needed to do my due diligence, check up on the company, see what they're doing, blah, 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 and all that. Huh? So I started buying vitamin C, I started buying the toothpaste, toothbrush, and using those things first. And I realized that this were the best toothpaste, toothbrush. This is the best vitamin C that I've ever used. So I was a consumer, and only much later when I really done, and I was very satisfied with the company, and I built my trust, and then I decided to run this as a business, right? So what are the 5 benefits? Okay, like back to the benefits. First and foremost, it's an online shopping mall platform, right? Now, today, everybody is actually changing their trends, their shopping trends, right? Gone are the days where you would actually drop a list and then go to shop A and then go to supermarket B and then mini market C and then get your products, right? And then gone are the day where you actually, how do you say, inconvenience yourself by doing this, right? Everybody now is very happy, especially in Malaysia, where the penetration for online purchases is very high. Yeah, so if you want to do this as a business, it's very easy because a lot of people are already buying online. The purchasing trends has already moved. So first and foremost, it's an online shopping mall platform. All right, that's it. So if you want to just be a consumer on this online shopping mall platform, we more than welcome you. Now, incidentally, right, how many of you here are here actually for the first time? Can I sure, can you just put 1 and see? Because for those of you who are here for the first time, don't worry if you don't want to do this as a business yet. Don't worry, there's always time for that later, right? Just take it easy, take your time. So first, all right, online shopping mall platform. I'll come back to this again later. Yeah. Second is this online shopping mall platform, you can purchase your daily necessity products. All right. So there are some malls that only sell X or only sell Y, whereas here they sell everything, including daily necessity products. Right. So this actually makes your purchasing very convenient. Okay. And you're doing this, you're buying this anyway. You're going to buy your toothpaste, your toothbrush, your vitamin C, your dishwasher, your detergent, anyway. So why not shop on this mall, right? Now the third thing is your absolute quality. Yeah, this is very important because when you buy products which are of the highest quality, we are used to the fact that it must be expensive. All right. Whereas here, the philosophy of purchasing by Atomy is this: we give you the best quality at the lowest price. The best quality at the lowest price. So this is what we mean by absolute quality, absolute price. So in fact, you notice later that a lot of the products are actually at almost wholesale price, right? Okay, next, number 4 is it's a global business and it's mobile friendly. right? So, like for myself, like and for many of us here who are already online mall entrepreneurs, it's a global business. What we mean by global business is this is your market here is not Malaysia alone, right? We are now in 16 countries, going 17, all around the world, right? Number one. Number two, it's you can just do this business with a phone, right? You don't need, you don't need space and whatever. Not no office required. Not even a virtual office is required, right? Lastly, all good systems need a good education system, right? Like if you what I remember watching the CEO's video where he said that he remember going to a particular village in Korea, say at a particular year, and then 11 or 12 years later, he went back to the same village, and he found that nothing much had changed in the village. So he's very curious. So he asked around, what happened? Then he found out that there was no school in that village, and there's never been a school in that village. So he concluded that if you want to bring development, you need to have school, you need to have teachers, you need to have education system for people to progress, for people to self-develop, have personal development. So that's why he's very, very insistent that there must be a free education system, support system. So this also is beneficial because, say, if I've got someone in Chicago and I can do, of course, now I can do the Zoom training and whatever not. But if I want them to know about a certain product or try it out, I can actually send them to the education centers there in Chicago, and there will be Atomians there who will help them. So it's very easy for you to actually migrate your business to anywhere around the world where Atomy systems are available, right? Okay, so these are the first five. So online shopping mall, daily necessity products, absolute quality, absolute price, global business, mobile friendly, and it's free education support system, right? Okay, let's go to Atomy Global Online Mall. Again, absolute quality, absolute price. Now, for those who are in, not just consumers, who are also entrepreneurs, there's no hard selling, there's no delivery, there's no stock keeping, unlike other network marketing systems. So that's been taken out. So what the CEO has done is he has actually taken a network marketing system, which is the best system of doing business, and he's removed even the negatives out of that. So we have the version 2.0, which is the best right now, right? Okay, before I start with the rest, I just want to point out that as an Atomy member, right, you are in complete control of your purchase. Sorry, 1 minute. Yeah, you're in complete control of your purchase, and you have no registration fee to join the mall because the mall is only open to members. Right? Only members can come in and purchase. So if you're a member of the public, get whoever brought you in to register you for free. Right? You get wholesale price. There's no minimum order. There's no monthly purchase. There's no monthly annual fee. There's no purchase for products to register. There's no auto ship, no selling. Basically, you just share about the products that you use, and one membership is valid across the world. Right? I remember doing when I was in my 30s. I had a business. I did this network marketing where I had a team in Malaysia, I had a team in Singapore, and then a team in the US, and I had to register 3 IDs. Right? And the points that I accumulated were kept separate and the incomes were separate. Whereas here in Malaysia, everything accumulates, which means that you, at the top, as the leader of your team, you will benefit because of the accumulative factor. Right? Great. Okay, so online shopping mall platform. What's the special benefit for you as a consumer? Is of course you will get. I will come to that later in terms of quality. But as a business partner, you have no selling. As I said, free membership, free member registration, no forced purchase. So you just buy what you want, what you need, right? Next. You no need to deliver the purchases yourself. The Atomy in Malaysia has signed a contract with GDEX, and GDEX will deliver those items to you. Of course, there are terms and conditions. Please ask your sponsors or whoever brought you here to explain, right? So you don't have to deliver, the purchases yourself. Get into the car every month and then expect them to. And then the third thing is, of course, no collection of money, right? So which is the whole network marketing problem was this, that your friends will order, you will deliver, but then they'll say, can I pay the end of the month or the middle of the month? And that's when sometimes it's very difficult for you to collect money from your friends, and then that's a burn deal, right? Whereas here, there's no such thing. You just share the product with them, you show them how to register, or you register them under the system. And then they go online and then they make the purchase and they make the payment online. Very simple, right? So that's why we call it that online shopping mall platform. So very similar to existing online platforms like Shopee, Lazada, and all the rest of them, Amazon and all that. Yeah. Only thing is, ours have the added benefit of you making money from your purchase as well as other people's purchase. All right. Okay. Second, daily necessity products. Now, when I say daily necessities, that means these are products we use every day, right? All of us, right? Everyone brushes teeth, they bathe, they shampoo. So, you need quality skincare. Now, the whole world is your oyster because everyone uses these products, right? Okay. Next. And you don't need to teach special skills to these consumers because everyone knows how to brush their teeth, bathe, and shampoo, and so on and so forth. Yeah? And thirdly is, because they know how it is, because they need it, you have repeatable sales, right? Now, the idea behind network marketing is duplication, right? Duplication is where you see the money come in. So duplication basically is a lot of people doing a little over time, right? So daily necessity fulfills that because daily, I mean, for 365 days a year, you're going to do it, right? And a little bit, I mean, every morning brush your teeth, or after brushing teeth, have coffee, and then after coffee, have your vitamin C, and then go to work. And there's so many things. I know when you go to work, you want to have your hemoheme and so on and so forth. Yeah? So it's repeatable sales. Items are required anyway for home. So you're already purchasing them. Just change your brand to Atomy. Right? Just change your brand to Atomy. And if you actually do the calculation, all our products, because they're actually literally at wholesale prices, and one more thing I want to say is there are no chemicals, right? So no, it's very, how do you say, environmental friendly, it's plant-based. So you actually are not introducing chemicals into your household, right? So these products you should actually get rid of all those products that have those chemical contents and use these products and replace the brands. Okay. So essentially, what happens when you spend money on the online mall to buy your daily necessity products is you spend the money you should spend. You're not saying don't spend. So if you're going to buy your dish detergent or you're going to buy your fabric detergent, spend it. All right, just change the brand. Second, you're going to save the money you never saved before. Why? Because, as I said, a lot of the products are literally at wholesale price, right? So you cannot get it any cheaper at the quality that we're providing. Next, earn the money you never would have earned before. All right? Okay, cool. So this, the third part is quite interesting for a lot of us online mall entrepreneurs. Okay, so what are what are the products available? The daily necessity products. Now in the Malaysian mall, it's well over 100 products in Malaysia, but in the Korean mall, there are 400 plus products available, and they are still expanding. I think 2 days back they introduced 2 more new products, so they keep doing that. Yeah. Supplements, skincare, dental and personal, household products. So you can see there are a whole range of stuff that you have. In fact, in Korea, they even sell stuff like clothes and shoes and boots and so on and so forth. Yeah? And slowly we will have access to those items in Malaysia as well, right? Okay, now I must explain about these 3 things before I move on. First and foremost, All products on the mall have good manufacturing practice certification. There's money back guarantee, 100% money back guarantee. I'll touch on this again shortly. And thirdly is the products are made from natural ingredients. So for example, if you were to wash clothes, right? Every load, every time, that's why I always talk to some of my friends or, very activist in terms of environmental and so on and so forth. I'll tell them, listen, every time you wash your clothes, you are dumping 20 to 30 liters of polluted water into the environment. And there's no taking that back, yeah? Whereas if you use our fabric detergent, you can actually, if there's a way for you to collect this one, you can actually pour it on, on the ground, and it will not do any harm to the plants, right? Okay, cool. Okay, coming back to the 100% money back guarantee, there is no risk. That's what we are trying to say, right? There is no risk, okay? Now, why do we say there's no risk? Because people buy these products on the Atomy Mall because they love the products, right? All we need to do is share the benefit that we have in terms of why vitamins is so good, or why the dishwash is so good, get people to experience that themselves. Once they experience it, they will love it, and then they will continue their purchase. Now, I just want to say, because we have the 100% money back guarantee, you would expect that there would be a lot of people actually, who buy and then try and then return it. But strangely, in Korea, the return rate is 0.19%. Not even 0.5%, right? Whereas in Malaysia, it's even less than that, 0.08%. All right, that's how many? Yeah, that's about 8% in 10,000, I think. I could actually return, and a lot of it is statistically is because either the packaging is damaged or it's delivered to the wrong address and so on and so forth. That's nothing to do with the product even. So that's why I say that it's 100% money back guarantee. Despite 100% money back guarantee, people still don't return the product, whereas the average return rate for top 30 companies is 3%. Right? And in fact, if you look at our local malls, I think it's upwards of 20%. Right? So this is something that we're very, very proud of. Right? Okay. Anyway, the third concept, which is absolute quality, absolute price. As you can see, the arrow points up for quality, and the price points down for the arrow points down for price. So, which is what we're saying is the highest possible quality at the lowest possible price. Right? So, what do we mean by that? Now, remember that we are talking about absolute quality, absolute price, not relative quality, relative price. Right? Why? Just to give you a bit of background story on the formation, on the founder, and you see, he used to work in the automotive industry in Korea, right? And he says every time come winter, they will actually squeeze a little bit more out of the manufacturing side. They cut corners or make the manufacturing process shorter and so on and so forth. So he when he first started, he then realized that if, for example, right, he was producing, let's say, vitamin C for 10 US, right? And if we sold it at, let's say, 70, and somebody sells it then at 60, and then you bring it down to 50. Now, all this is relative price, because people can always undercut, which is a business tactic. But if you produce it at 10 and you sell it at 12, there's no way anyone is going to follow you with that quality. Of course, if the quality is poor, then of course they may sell it cheaper. But if you're going to fight with price and quality, it has to be absolute quality and absolute price. Then there's no following you, right? So this is powered actually by Atomy's Prestige principle. So these two things you need to understand together: the absolute quality, absolute price, and the Atomy Prestige principle. Prestige, actually, there's no such English word. It actually comes, it's a word coined by Atomy, and it comes from mass and prestige. Now, for those of you who've done marketing, you understand that, why is Lamborghini so expensive, whereas Audi isn't? Well, it's not as expensive, right? It's not cheap. So if, for example, an R8 and a Lamborghini, what's the difference is because they produce far more R8s than they do the Lamborghini Aventador, for example, right? So this is actually a part of marketing called prestige marketing. Okay, so if you want to create a certain buzz or certain demand, what you do is you reduce the supply. So if I produce 10,000 units of something, I probably could sell it at maybe $100. But if I only produce 10, then I can perhaps even sell it for 10,000 US dollars or whatever it is. Yeah. So this is the principle of prestige or luxury marketing, right? So what Atomy has done is it is now delivering prestige products by mass producing the products. Right now, later when I explain to you about the company, you realize who are the powerhouses behind the Atomy concept, yeah, and then you realize what I'm talking about when I talk about prestige and yet wholesale price. How does this happen, right? So there are two ways of looking at prestige. One is mass production of prestige price. One. Number two is delivery of prestige products to the masses, to the people. Right? Why should only a few enjoy the best quality products? Right? So it's a very innovative concept by Atomy. Yeah. Okay. So this is what we mean by that. Yeah. Okay. Now, just to illustrate this prestige principle, now this toothbrush that you see, right? There's one sold every second. Right? There's one sold every second. And annual sales is well over 30 million pieces. Now, when this manufacturer first came into arrangement with Atomy, they were producing something like maybe 100,000 to about 500,000 pieces, right, every month. But when they ganged up with Atomy, what happened was their market grew exponentially. Now, instead of just selling in one country, they sold straight away to 10, 12, now 16 countries, going 17 countries. So their market is just expanding exponentially, right? So what then Atomy insists, this is something that you must know, what Atomy insists is they engage manufacturers of the highest quality product. That's the first thing. Number two, they must fulfill the three things that we talked about: good manufacturing process, money back guarantee, and natural products. Right? Third thing is the manufacturer must stop all other production line. So, for example, the original product, manufacturer of the toothbrush would probably also have been producing toothpaste or would have been producing dental floss, but no. Atomy insists that one manufacturer produce only one product. Now, the reason is they're saying, listen, now you're selling 100,000 per month. I want 2 million a month. Right? So from 100,000 to 2 million, of course, they need to expand the factory. Atomy gives cash for the purchase. Atomy gives interest-free loans or to the so essentially what happens is the consumer, that is us, the Atomy and the supplier or the manufacturer have a very synergistic arrangement, so everybody benefits. Do you see what I'm trying to say? The manufacturer especially, he is now selling, instead of 100,000 a month, which is probably 1.2, 1.5 million a year, he's selling 30 million pieces a year. Right? And because they insist on only one product, all profits are then channeled back into R&D to make the what you call the toothbrush much better. Now the next slide will actually show you a little bit of benefit of this toothbrush. This is the only toothbrush that we know of that has got nanotech gold ionics. It's literally coated in gold dust. Right? The reason is because it doesn't allow bacteria to stick on it, because the toothbrush is usually kept in the house's dirtiest place lah. Let's be honest. So every time you flush, there's bacteria all over the place. So that's why if you actually go for a holiday and come back in 2 weeks and you left your toothbrush in the toilet, surely there will be some fungus or something growing on the handle, growing on the bristles and so on and so forth. Yeah, so you will not get that problem here, right? And the next thing is the handle itself is made from PET material, baby bottle material, so it's non-toxic. It doesn't allow molds to grow. So, and it's the best part, the best possible quality, but it's only RM4.25. Absolute quality, absolute price. Okay, cool. So this absolute quality and absolute price and the Masti strategy produces happy customers. Happy customers make regular return purchases, and of course, you would share with your friends, right? This leads you to become a successful customer. So you're not just a happy customer, you're a successful customer, right? Which in turn, in time, but surely, so definitely and surely will create massive passive income for you. All right. So that's why when I understood this concept, then I realized how big this business is. In fact, a colleague of ours, Dr. Rao, he always says that this is a 50,000 USD per month business. If you see the vision, okay. All right, next one. Global business, mobile friendly. Sorry, time. Okay. Customer success, and I was talking about, yeah. Okay, so it's a global business opportunity, right? Now it arrived in our shores in 2016, right? Of course, as I said, it started in 2009. Now you would know all these brands, right? You would know, the brands out there, but do you know Kolmar that's right in the center? All right. Okay. Now it's time to time to reveal who are the powers that is behind Atomy. Okay. Now, Kolmar was actually set up from the US in Milwaukee. Kolmar is actually a combination of two persons, Lessing L. Cole and Dr. Frederick Marsack. All right, so Kolmar, right? Now, it was set up in 1921. That means it's literally a 100-year-old company. Okay, 100-year-old company. Today, there are 9 Kolmars around the world, right? The one we are dealing with directly is Kolmar Korea. Okay. Now, this is a quick breakdown of how we contribute. Now, Kolmar up here, right? And then you have Kerry. I'll come to this, who that is, and then Kolmar BNH, okay? Just take note of this, okay? Okay, so who's Kolmar? Kolmar Korea manufactures cosmetics and pharmaceuticals for brands like Chanel, Estee Lauder. You've seen the list. It complies with EU GMP guidelines, authorized Korean innovative pharmaceutical company by the Ministry of Health over there. Been in business for over 100 years, as I explained, yeah, developing cosmetic and pharmaceutical products. Now, Kolmar essentially is an OEM, original equipment manufacturer, or original design manufacturer, OEM, ODM company, right? And what it means is, say for example, Chanel has a product, but they need it mass produced. Kolmar has the technology to do it, to produce a million units, for say Chanel. Or for example, if another company wants, I don't know, mascara or whatever it is, they can come to Kolmar, and then Kolmar can develop it from scratch for them, right? So they are very, very talented. They hold so many patents, and that's why companies have to come to Kolmar. All right. And what then Kolmar does is, these are the products that you would get literally at wholesale through the mall. So this is what we mean by a successful customer, customer success, because there is no way you're going to get these products first outside, secondly at this price, thirdly at this quality, right? Now, the other entity, which I briefly explained, is KERI. Now, KERI is the Korean Atomic Energy Research Institute, right? Now, this is like the NASA of Korea. NASA of the US, right? NASA has sent people and put people on the moon, yeah? Now, this is the second biggest R&D research institute in the world after NASA, right? So, they are primarily a government-funded research institute, right? World-class R&D in cutting-edge technology include nuclear technology, radiation technology, and nanotechnology, right? It cannot do business because it's a government-linked company, right? A government-owned company. So what happened? Curiously, how did they come into this is, if you've heard of Rehmiee, was one of our first products, and it's now for the last 7 years the top direct network marketing sold product in the world, right? Top product, yeah. Now, see, after Korean War, the South Koreans already had the technology, the nuclear technology, but they signed a non-proliferation agreement because I think Americans were afraid that if they started using their nuclear technology for warfare, North Korea will start their program. So they said you don't do anything along, military use. So what then the South Korean did was they used it for non-aggressive use of nuclear technology. So they went to nuclear silos, they went to biotech, food tech, isotope, those kind of research areas, right? Now, so since 1951, KERI was formed in 1951. Since 1951, they have been at the cutting edge of nuclear and radiation technology, all right? However, they realized that a certain portion, no matter what precautions you took, a certain portion of their staff fell sick due to radiation poisoning. So the South Korean government then gave money to KERI and said, please do something, research and find a way, a cure. All right. So late 90s, they've developed this. And it was actually, the papers were presented in Geneva and all over the world. In fact, there is access, ask your sponsors, there are 10, 12 research papers actually done on this Rehmiee product. And what they discovered was Rehmiee actually increases your immunity. So, and because of that, firstly, it prevents or reduces radiation poisoning. And in fact, even those who have cancer markers, they find that after consuming Rehmiee, those cancer markers disappear. Right? Then they also found out that for people who've been consuming this for a long time, other benefits happen. They have turnaround from blood pressure, diabetes. Some have even actually said that they've had hair growing back and so on and so forth. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, I'm not here to discuss about that product today. There will be another session on this. But what I'm saying is, so KERI actually owned this product, right? But because they couldn't really market it, so they produced it only for their people, only for their staff. And it was very expensive because, they produced perhaps about, 10,000 units in a year. So it was very expensive. Cost per unit was very expensive. Right? But when Atomy, when Kolmar saw this product, they then joined venture and formed Kolmar B&H, Kolmar Beauty and Health. Now, Kolmar B&H is a public listed company in South Korea. All right. So Kolmar B&H's distribution arm is Atomy. You understand? So because when Atomy came in, what they said was, why are we only producing 10,000 units for so many members of the staff, right? Let's produce millions. And because when they did the ROI, they found that you produce this, you can actually now reduce it. It's now only 390 ringgit for 60 sachets, right? So it would never have been possible. This miracle superfood would not have reached our shores and helped so many people if not for that prestige principle that we talked about earlier. Right. Anyway, so these are the principal parties. One is a 100-year-old company. The other one is a South Korean government-linked entity. So you find that this is not just your fly-by-night companies. These are trustworthy, long-standing companies. Okay. So this is Kolmar in Korea. They are the, as I said, they are the OEM manufacturers. OEM ODM, and this is Kerry, 50 years over 50 years. They set up in 1959. Yeah. Right, and this is Kolmar B&H, and that's our seafood there. Yeah, okay. All right, okay, let me come back to the structure. Now, Kolmar Korea is there, Kerry is there, right? Then they form Kolmar B&H. Now, this is the percentage of interest in Kolmar B&H. So 79.9% owned by Kolmar Korea and 20.1% owned by the South Korean government through Kerry. Okay, then Atomy is the distributor, broadcast station, and online shopping mall. So we run 3 functions, right? So trust has been established, right? So for those of you who, this is where I'm saying I did my due diligence, right? So I hope that this satisfies some of your curiosities, but of course do your own due diligence. But for me, I have built my trust with this company, okay? Now, going to the global expansion, where are we now? Now, in 2009, we started in Korea. Now, the very next year, they decided to go into the US for a particular reason. Because US, in order for you to sell any products in the US, you have to get FDA approval, Food and Drugs Administration, and it's not easy to get that, right? But if you get the FDA's approval, you can literally sell it all over the world. So they actually went into US first. All right. Then it was followed by Canada and Japan, then Taiwan, then Singapore, and then in 2016 they expanded to 3 countries, including Malaysia, and then Thailand, Mexico, and so on and so forth. And this year we have actually gone to China. We have actually gone to India. We are launching officially in November, I'm told. Then Hong Kong we've already gone in, and pending. The rest are pending. Yeah, but if you look at this into 2020, next year, this is what I wanted to say. Next year, we're going into UK as a stepping stone into Europe. All right. So for those of you who have friends in UK or the rest of the European countries, start building the awareness. Right. Okay. Now, this is the annual sales volume, just to show. Now, remember, this annual sales volume was done without compulsory purchase, without forced monthly minimum purchase, right? Like other network marketing systems. Huh? So, in 2009, we only had 19 million USD sales. In 2019, we've moved to 1.3 billion. I'm told that as of last month, we've already surpassed even that figure. All right, so it's exponential growth, guys. So don't waste time, right? So, and now with all these countries coming on board, we have almost 50% of the world population. With Indonesia, US, China, and India, we have more than 50% actually, I would think, yeah, of potential customers under your mall, yeah. So anyway, now it's an online mall that sells daily necessity products that of absolute quality, absolute price, and expansion worldwide. All right, but you still need to continue the growth. How do you want to pave the growth, right? You need to have a good education delivery system. So no matter how good your system is, it must come with an efficient education delivery system. All right. That's why you find that HR is allocated quite a lot of money during the economic boom to train their staff, either in sales, either this, and so on and so forth. So a lot of money is spent to train your staff. Okay, and many industries like the insurance industries and network marketing especially spend quite a bit to train their sales force, right? So in fact, many world-renowned trainers say that personal self-development is a must in any industry, but the network marketing industry does it best, and Atomy does it even better. Yeah. Okay. Okay. First and foremost, this awesome education system is free. Unlike the other systems, this is given to you absolutely free. Okay. So you have a whole lot of various types of education system. You have the Success Academy. You have the what do you call the one-day seminar. You have the education center seminars. Now, of course, now because of COVID, a lot of it is done online. All right, but essentially, what we are trying to say here is, if you want to learn, there is a wonderful free education system available for you to take advantage of. Yeah. Okay, last one. Guidance and mentoring available for free through the Atomy education system. Atomy is help available globally. As I said, if you have someone across another country, you can get there to go to the education system. Yeah. So just wrap up. Yeah. Now, smart consumer or savvy entrepreneur. This is a choice you have to make, right? And you are responsible for your own life. But either is a risk-free choice. Either is a risk-free choice. So if you have not already registered on the mall, please register, download the app. It's like a catalog. You just go through what you like, you buy. Okay? Now, as I said, choose one, whichever it is. Yeah? Now, the future belongs to those who prepare for it today. So, do something today that your future self will thank you for. There's someone who's, who's I don't know, 70 years old or 80 years old in you, who will thank you for making the decision today. Okay. Now, last thing before I go, we need to motivate ourselves, right? But motivation comes from the thought, right? Inspiration comes from the heart. So motivate yourself by all means, but make sure you are inspired to do this business, right? So otherwise just remain as a consumer. But if you see the benefit, then be inspired, right? Why I say that is people are looking for solutions, guys. It could be health solution, aesthetics, good looks or skincare, whatever. It could be financial. It could be a combination of any of this. Now, Atomy provides solutions for all these needs. So just be a conduit, a bridge to bring change to these people who are looking for those solutions. Deliver the solutions to those people. Remember, someone may have prayed for one of these solutions yesterday. May have on bended knee, may have prayed to God and asked for a solution. So be the swan that delivers the solution. Okay? And this is the royal swan of Atomy. Okay, I'm done. Thank you very much for your patience. I will hand it over back to Mr. Rehmiee.
Thank you very much, Andrew. Thank you very much. That was a very clear presentation. And in fact, there's nobody better than from a legal background to show us in the due diligence and to build our confidence and trust towards Atomy. So Atomy is not simply an ABC company or XYZ company that we simply jump into. We have done our homework too. So thank you for bringing us to the next level of the confidence and the trust we have towards the company. Thank you, Andrew.
Welcome.
Yeah.